Welcome to the winter session of BAD 1335 Business Communication. My name's Tony Stout, and I will be your tour guide through the next 4 weeks in this short winter session. All right, so first of all, for some housekeeping duties. Since you're registered for a short winter session, you're obviously trying to accelerate your degree or completion of your degree. I applaud you for that effort and wish you much success in that. But it's important for you to remember that regardless of whether or not the course is a 15-week traditional semester, 7-week mini semester, or a 4-week winter semester, the content of the course must remain the same. We have a responsibility to deliver the same content to every student regardless of the format. So this means that everything that's done in the 15-week semester is now just condensed from a schedule perspective into this 4-week semester. And you'll find that if you take any of my classes, regardless of the format, the assignments are all still the same and they're all required. As such, there are going to be due dates throughout these next 4 weeks that fall on Sunday night and Wednesday night. You'll have 2 due dates per week. Unfortunately, with only 4 weeks in the semester, What? Hold on. What's going on? Wait.
CSM students in this short winter session, since you've been bad all year, you get homework for the holidays. I'm a mean one.
Okay, that was weird. I have no idea what the Grinch was talking about. I'm sure you're all good students. I'm sure you've all been good all year long. But unfortunately, the Grinch is right about one thing. You are going to have homework for the holidays. So, as I was saying, with only 4 weeks to go in the semester, you're going to have due dates twice a week. And remember, these due dates are the final due date for each of the assignments. You can always work ahead. If you plan on going out of town, if you plan on spending time with family, look at the syllabus, make sure you plan ahead and that you complete your assignments for that due date before the due date, not after. Please plan accordingly. Now, let's move on to the book. So for the book, we'll be using Guffey's textbook titled Business Communication, which is fitting because that's the course. We'll use the 9th edition for this course, but we're also going to be using the publisher's tool, Cengage's MindTap, to complete many of the assignments. In order to successfully complete this course, you must have both the textbook and MindTap access. So make sure whether you're purchasing the book at the bookstore or you're purchasing it directly from Cengage, that you get the MindTap access. Also note, if you just go and buy MindTap, the access for this particular book, the ebook is included in that MindTap access. You don't have to buy them separately. Now, once you have your code, your access code from MindTap, you simply go to Module 1 and click on any one of the MindTap assignments. And that link is going to take you directly to the Cengage MindTap page, where it will ask you to log in if you already have a Cengage account, or you'll create an account in Cengage. Once you've done that, you'll input the code for the book, for MindTap access, and then your MindTap will be linked directly to MyLearning and this course. Items that are completed in MindTap, the grades will automatically be transferred over to MyLearning. Now let's talk about the course itself. So BAD 1335 is a foundational course that's going to give you a base level understanding of what communication is, and more importantly, when and how we use various forms of communication. As you work your way through the material, we'll cover all the elements that go into effectively communicating, from the sender to the receiver, the message, the communication channel we use, whether it's face-to-face, email, memorandums or reports, or any other method. And we'll exercise this knowledge by creating various items, all the way up to a report. Some of these items are going to be video presentations that you will do in Cengage MindTap, and you'll submit it. This is probably one of the more common methodologies that you're going to find in the workplace today. Your boss is rarely now going to ask you to go research something and write a report and submit the report. They're going to ask you to go research it and come back and report out to them, directly to them, talking to them, get your points across. So these video assignments will get you used to operating in that type of mode where you'll go do research, and then you may have to do it over a video teleconference remotely or face-to-face, but it gives you practice in delivering that information to the receiver. And then lastly, you're going to work in a small group, and you're going to create an influential and informative presentation. I'll do the group assignments fairly rapidly, probably by Module 3, so that you could start to work with your group and be on time for all the deliverables. One additional area that I want you to think about in this course is that we're going to talk about using data in your decision or recommendations. So we'll do this by using Excel. And one of the things you're going to do is create a weighted decision matrix to use in a report that you're going to draft. What I mean by a weighted decision matrix, and you can look at the distribution of grades, how each grade is weighted in this course, but let's use a simple example like you're trying to buy a car. So what are all of the criteria that you're going to consider? There's a number of them you could think about. You can think about price, color, number of seats, number of doors, gas mileage, style, those types of things. So they're all important to you, but they're not all equally important. So we take this into consideration, and then we apply a weight to each one of those categories so that you can get a score value in the end that has that weighted element applied to it. So for instance, if we grade all categories on a scale of 1 to 100, we give them a score. And then we use the weighted score, such as we're looking at color. Color is not that important, so we may only give it a 10% weight. So 0.1, 10%, times our score, if we score a 100, the maximum value we would get for color would be 10. And then the maximum value of all of these should equal 100 or 100% in your weighted distribution. So we'll look more at this as we go to that module, but I recommend you do some research on weighted scoring matrix using Excel. And you can Google that, you can go to YouTube, you can see a number of different tutorials on how to do that. So don't hesitate to reach out to me using the methods identified in the syllabus. I look forward to working with you over this short winter session, and I look forward to helping you move one step closer to completion of your degree. Thank you.